Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well. The day after Alain 0, Juventus 5, so because we scored 5 goals, we'll go with 5 things about yesterday, the game, but not only. So if you want the first feelings, the first feedback after the game right in front of the stadium, go back to the video of yesterday that I recorded in front of the stadium. There were also some Juve fans and also some GJustjuve fans that joined the video with their man of the match, their flop of the match, so go back on that one. So I don't want to recap everything that I did yesterday. Don't expect a huge big tactical video neither in this video, but 5 points Al Ain Juve, and not only in today's video. If you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's make that channel bigger. I have one objective, is to reach 39 in the next few days. That would be extremely beautiful. 39,000 Juventini of the world on this channel. So the 5 things, let's start with it. Of course, we start about the game and the players. Players will be the first topic. Yes, of course, the game, what I said yesterday, we played well in the first half. That was really beautiful. Some beautiful patterns. Juventus that showed that they wanted to do something in that tournament, at least that they are taking it seriously. It's not just a glorified tournament, and that's already the good, beautiful things. The only regret I have is that we didn't score much more, not because of the game of yesterday, but because of the ranking of the goals that could potentially be a problem to finish first or second. The big game, the big test, will be the game against Vidad. If you win that game, you are in, you are qualified to the next round, and then you play against City to see what can happen possibly there. Now, I have to say that 5-0, when I'm saying that we should have scored a bit more, that I would have loved that we scored a bit more, great, fantastic, but on the other side, I was a bit scared to enter that competition not doing well at all, not being as concentrated at all, and then being a bit, how can I say, fooled, humiliated of a dirty win 1-0 or a draw because you were not prepared. And let's be honest, even if it was not a huge big top level team, when was the last time that we won 5-0, that we scored 5 goals in a game? It was a long time ago. If you want to speak about internationally, you need to go like, I don't know how many years. I read a stat about that, but really I believe it was 2010, so we are speaking internationally about 15 years ago, which is really long time ago. Now, you know, let's say it's a level of a team like a Monza of this year. Can we say that? Yeah, how much did we win against Monza? So I don't remember a 5-0. So the fact that we were able also to score with a lot of players was good. The players, let's speak about the players. I'm obliged to start with Kolo Muani. Kolo Muani, that yesterday showed why I loved him. 2 goals, a brace. The first goal for the older generations, well, you will probably remember Alan Boksic. That huge, big, beautiful jump was beautiful. Taking it, you know, after a fantastic cross that was coming from the right side, beautiful. And then that second goal is probably a bit underestimated, underrated, underappreciated, but the goal that is going with the external of his foot, anticipating the goalkeeper, was really beautiful. So Kolo Muani is one that you need to keep, not only for the Club World Cup, but you need to find a solution for the rest of the season. If possible, keeping him even longer, but that's a discussion that we will speak about later. The other player, Conceição, I think that for yesterday playing him 19 minutes was a real test, because we wanted to see him a bit more centrally in that kind of 3-4-2-1, where with Thiago Motta we were playing in a different way and he was playing extremely wide. We needed to test him to see if yes or no he was able to play a bit closer to the goal, a bit closer to the center of the field, to be in adaptation with the game of Igor Tudor, what he is requesting. And I think that if we see the performance of Conceição, even if yes, it's true, it was against Alain, well, he did really well. So we are waiting for confirmation on that one. The one that I preferred up front is Kenan Yildiz. I said it yesterday in the video. I just want to come back on that. It's not the Kenan Yildiz of a few years ago. It's not the Kenan Yildiz of a few months ago. We were asking him to, at the certain moment, starting to take the team on his shoulders, to start to take a bit of responsibility, to show that he is a number 10. And yesterday, I believe that he did that. Also managed from Igor Tudor to put him out. The game was already closed. Correct decision. If you're asking yourself, Beppe, where are you? I'm still in Washington, D.C. I will leave D.C. in a few hours, not even. Yeah, let's say, in a few hours, we train to go back to New York because there will be the Fan Fest. So it's I will show you. I will show you the Fan Fest that will start, I believe, tomorrow, where we will be at with a little stand. So that's about Kenan Yildiz. Di Gregorio. Guys, what are we asking to a goalkeeper of Juventus? It's extremely simple. It's you have one ball to save, and that ball is extremely difficult. That can change potentially the game, and you are saving it. And yesterday, that save that he's doing with his left fist is incredible. So bravo Di Gregorio, we were waiting for that. A game where you're not always at contribution, where you can sleep for 90 minutes and then you have one save to do and you are doing that save. So bravo Digre, super happy. Thuram is growing game by game by game. And then Dugi that entered really well in that first half. The flops, Koopmeiners, Dusan Vlahovic. Koopmeiners is playing safe, and I would love from him a bit more risks, because yes, it's good to not make mistakes, to have 100% pass conversion, which is always good because you're not losing the ball, but taking a bit more risk, which Douglas Luiz did, even if it's a different player, would be good. Vlahovic, guys, he didn't start. I was really curious after 2 weeks of stop to see if Igor would have started him again, how many minutes he would have given him. Can we already say goodbye to Dusan? It could be. Now, that was the first point, a long point. Second point is the coach. I already said it yesterday. What I loved was the pre-game, the patterns in repeating with the ball, possession, what to do with the players. I really appreciated that. The set pieces with his assistant coach that is stepping up. The weakness, or the thing that I didn't appreciate that much, was the changes. The changes, of course, you put in Douglas Luiz, Koopmeiners, and it's good. Dusan Vlahovic, why not, to give him a bit of minutes? But I would have loved to see Bangula. I would have loved to see Adzic. If you don't enter them when we are winning 4-0 at halftime, I don't know. I understand that Conceição needed to be tested and he was the priority yesterday. I get it, super important. But anyway, and then Savona center back is not the best solution. I prefer to see him in a three-man defense on the right side. And that was for the coach, the second point. The third point, and you will probably ask me, what about Trump, Beppe? Will you comment about Trump, the visit that we did yesterday with our team? So you had Weston McKennie, you had Weah, the two USA boys, Vlahovic, if I'm not wrong, Gatti, I don't remember, 5 players with John Elkann going to Trump. Look, on the channel I have decided to not speak about politics, not because I don't want to, yeah, of course I don't want to, but also because I'm a bit ignorant on that topic, because there is world politics, because, guys, I'm not aware about it. So I decided to not speak about it. Do I believe that it was right to go and visit the president in his home, because that's where we are in USA? I think it's right to go there. Juventus decided to not post it on social media. Then, of course, when you are on national television, these images are leaked, and that's where people saw it. But it was not an intention from Juve to communicate about it. What I think is right is going and visiting. If you receive an invitation, you don't say no to the president. If it's organized by John Elkann, you don't say no. On the other side, what I didn't appreciate, even if I didn't watch everything yet because I had no time, was the questions about politics. About this has nothing to do with the players and with the communication that you want to put, because you are surprised about it. You are not prepared about these kinds of reactions. So that's something that I would have loved that we avoided. And that's the point about Trump. The fourth point, and that's a good news, a fantastic news, is that Adidas and Juve will continue together until 2037. I already knew, I was waiting for it. I was with the guys of Adidas also here. I am with the guys also from Adidas here in Washington, so I said also congratulations to them. You know that I love the brand personally, as a person. So I really love the brand with the 3 stripes since ever. It's a beautiful brand, but I will tell you even more. After everything that happened to Juve, because we were already partners in glory years with Cristiano Ronaldo, let's say, when we were at peak, when we were playing final of Champions League, etc., after everything what happened, which means scandalo, of course, you remember, not playing a European competition, not participating for the Scudetto since now 4 or 5 seasons. Guys, was it that logic, that granted, that Adidas would have continued with us with 40 million euro? I don't think so. They could have said, guys, we are not sure anymore, we need to think about it, or let's reduce what we were offering you. 40 million guaranteed. Juventus cannot ask more, there is a little margin. Adidas cannot give less, whatever happens. So I think it's a really long-term, beautiful deal. And that was the fourth one. And then I want to finish with the fifth one, which is the Washington DC vibes. Ragazzi, at the moment I have had, I believe, the two best days of my trips. Of course, I went to the hotel to meet the players. Of course, I watched the game and we won 5-0, of course. But most importantly, it was being at the village of Juventus, organized by Juventus. Yesterday, we were there from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Where Matri was there, Barzagli was there, but especially the fans. I met so many fans of Juve, so many fans of GJustjuve talking with each other. I didn't want to take the opportunity to make content with them, to use the fans there for the benefit of the channel. I really wanted to dedicate a time speaking with them, which was great. The trust from Juve to giving me that opportunity to represent them, to speak at a certain moment to a local journal, television, news television, was, you know, when Juve telling you, go Beppe, you speak for us, was really beautiful. So that was fantastic. I will show you a few images later when I will be able to edit some things. And then what I also loved about the city is that the first night when I was there, I was able with a mini scooter to visit nearly all the different monuments of DC, the Lincoln, the White House, whatever you want, you know them. For me, it was a first time experience. It was a weekday after 10. It was, I believe, midnight when we took these mono scooters. There was nobody in the street. Nobody in the street. It was like empty. A feeling of freedom, my friends, that it was a long time that I didn't experience. A crazy, crazy feeling of freedom going with a scooter from one spot to another one. I enjoyed it so much. I was extremely impressed. Probably the most monument that I was impressed with was the one of Lincoln. Lincoln is really impressive because it's huge, because it's big. Here I'm walking around. Guys, I really like Washington, D.C. Seriously. Now I go back to New York, then I will have Philadelphia and then Orlando. But we will explain everything here on the channel. So grazie for the follow. Thank you for the maximum of like, for sharing the channel, for commenting, for whatever you do to me, because you are great. Grazie, forza. Juve.